Hello, greetings. Today is day 22 of my beginner guitar learning series lessons. Yeah. Okay. So, we're looking at the pentatonic scale all those while, and yesterday we connected the pentatonic scale across the fretboard, and I promised to show us a little practicality of it. How can you apply the pentatonic scale shape, specifically the one across the fretboard? How can you apply it to, or be a little bit practical with it? Okay, so let's get down to business. Once again, this is that scale shape, the pentatonic scale shape, but it cuts across all other scale shapes across the fretboard. Okay, so let's go. This is the shape again. Remember. Going again. The last time again, I'm not applying it now, I'm just going through the scale, but you see that it sounds musical, specifically if you're using rhythm. You have a certain rhythm, it sounds a little bit musical. Let me just go for the last time then. Just use it a little bit, something practical. Okay, for the last time. Pardon for that. Okay, so down to the practicality of it now. Okay, let me choose this in. It's just been, you see, it's still the same scale shape I'm using, just 5 notes. I'm using the first two, that's the 5th and 6th strings, the last 2 strings. Usually count from bottom, but we are counting from up 2 strings. So this string 1, string 2, that's just what I basically use now. For this aim, is a popular aim, higher gun. That's just one way of applying it, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. You can use it just depending on the song. I don't have a backing track. I don't really have equipment. I'm just doing it for the fun of it, just to stay disciplined for 30 days, and be consistent. So that's why I'm basically doing this. I just also hope it gives you value for your time, for those that will be watching. So, but if I had the backing track, I would have done that. I don't even have an MP3 to do that now. My other phone, maybe I would have used it. Okay, maybe next time subsequently. So, but basically, I don't have much equipment, so I just had to do it for the fun of it. Once again, you can use it. It just depends on the rhythm. If I probably had the backing track now, I'll just be playing around that scale. But we're going for chord notes. If you know the chord progression for the song, let's say for instance fa is playing now, just go for fa notes. Okay, usually in pentatonic scale, we don't usually have fa and t, so the 4th and 7th string and notes are usually removed. So let's say for instance the do note is playing, do chord is playing, just go for the do. Even within the fa is basically F, A, C, so you can always use do is part of the fa chord, that's the C. It's part of the fa chord. So you can always play that in place of fa to sound well. Okay. So for instance, you're playing fa, you can play the do chord. It's part of your fa. Okay, see you tomorrow and hope you got value for your time. Thank you very much and God bless.